Hi guys, good morning, welcome back. Welcome to part 1 of our hike around the island adventure. Today we'll be doing the first part of our 4-day hike along the coast of Texel. I will now blend in a photo from the route that we are walking today. Today we started a little bit up north on the west coast of the island, and plan is to do about a 20-kilometer hike today. So yeah, we will take you with us, and we'll show you part of the island. So today we will be hiking through the dunes, through the forest. We will pass a nice restaurant in the middle of the woods to have something to drink, maybe something for lunch. And I think this is the prettiest hike of the 4. The one from tomorrow may also be, because evenly the west coast of the island is just more pretty than the east coast. But we will show you. I was just rushing a little bit in my previous shot because someone was standing behind me and was not really willing to wait a little bit, so sorry about that. Damn it, I forgot my hat and sunglasses. Well, nothing to do about that. Not going to hike back for it. So as you're probably able to see here behind me, today's the longest hike, but it's definitely also going to be the toughest hike. Definitely the first part because of the dunes, but doesn't matter. That makes hiking great. So that's nice, hiking a bit in the shade now. You probably can see it. It was hot in the dunes. This is nice. This is where our hike starts, the nature trail Aloe, and it's very nice because it's not only written here, but it's also doable for blind people. That's absolutely great. So that's nice because this nature trail has signs during the trail with information about nature and the surroundings. So I think it's absolutely great that they also made it accessible for people who are not able to see. And the trail also is also accessible for wheelchairs. So that's what I like about Texel. Texel has things to offer for everybody. So we just entered a valley that is called in Dutch the Seting Valley, so the Seting Valley. And this is a new part of Texel for us, so yeah, I'm really curious about this because we know a lot of the island, but this is a part I do not know yet. actually pretty happy that it's now shady and that the sun is gone, because I think otherwise it would have been so warm here. It's crazy how the whole summer this year weather has been crap, and now it's September and now it's starting to be so warm. Well, I'm completely ready for autumn. That's a nice spot for a drink. You know, on Texel, these benches all have something like a poem or just a sentence, and this one says, "I'm glad that my crib stood on Texel." Well, I wouldn't mind if mine did, but it didn't. We have now entered another valley, and this time it is the Blekers Valley, the Blekers Valley in Dutch. And this valley has usually a lot of heather, but we've been here earlier on during this vacation, and unfortunately the heather blooming came to an end. But despite that, it's still an awesome valley to walk through. See, the last few signs of the blooming heather, but then it's over for this season. Are you a bit tired? Good doggy. Sorry about that beeping. I've got a new GPS watch and I still have to figure out how to put all the sounds off. So we are almost 7.5 kilometers in, so about 1/3 of the trail has been done. We are approaching restaurant the Turveld. That's a really cute little restaurant in the middle of the woods. So we're going to stop there, have something to drink They've got the best apple juice ever. It's been a locally produced apple juice from here on Texel, and I absolutely love it. It's so good. So I'm really going to enjoy that, and then we continue again. And this little guy does his best as well. He's very happy again to be out, sniffing around. Proud of him. So we just left the dunes and had something nice to drink, short break. And now we're entering the forest called the Denne. And we'll be entering this for a few more kilometers before we enter the next nature reserve. The scenery changes almost around every corner. That makes hiking on Texel never boring. So right behind me you can see that we are leaving the forest and we are now entering the next nature reserve here behind me, which is called the Bollekamer. As you can see behind me here, the Bollekamer is also known for the large amount of heather that you can find here. And this is the area on Texel where horses are grazing and Scottish Highlanders. So don't know if we will see them today because this area is pretty big, but at least they are here. Dogs are not allowed to walk off leash here, therefore, so no problem. Now we can stay on leash. Let's enjoy another part. So I just left the bullock-camera behind us. Didn't film too much there because the sun came out and it became pretty warm also for Ravi. So we hiked a little bit faster there. I gave him a drink halfway. And now we're entering the forest again. I think we must be around halfway right now. So if we find a nice spot, then we will have a break. I can have a snack, Ravi can have something to eat. So we're going to search for that now. But so far, really like the trail. A lot of paths that we took were familiar to us, so it wasn't a complete surprise. But that doesn't matter at all. The weather is perfect, although we had a bit of a bad luck that the sun just came out fully in the bullock-camera, but it's still better than the whole day of raining. So we have nothing, but absolutely nothing to complain about. Bingo! Time for a break. You've got another one and it says, enjoying life together and the silence. The sunset on the beach, thankful for the sea, the wind, the nature and the people around us. We don't have to say anything. Everything is okay. So I'm going to try this out with Ravi, because he used to have those cheese sausages when you are having a break. But first of all, they are pretty hard to get at the moment. And I think they changed the recipe because he's getting a lot of gas and he's farting a lot after eating one of them. So I'm going to see how he reacts to this one. It's something he should usually like. It's with chicken, rice, carrots and courgette. So things he likes. So let's try it out. I think it smells good. Let's see what he thinks about it. Well, I think that's approved. Now let's figure out tonight how we react to it and see if I can sleep without having gases around me all night long. So we shall see. I'll stick to some trail mix myself. Even kijken eens. Well, that's a clean doggy. At least he's having fun. Left no trace. Let's continue. Just had a nice, I think, 30-minute break. So full of energy, ready to keep on hiking. Well, I'm glad we had the part in the dunes this morning because it has totally cleared up. So it's pretty hot there now, I think. But we are still hiking nicely in the shade. See, you're going around a corner. Totally different landscape again. I love Texel. So that's what I meant when I said that hiking on Texel is never boring, although it's such a small island. It has so much of different nature to offer. It's great. Well, I can already tell you that the other 3 days of hiking around the island will be way more boring in regards to the landscape. So be prepared for that. So those videos will be definitely shorter as well. I think for this hike, my camera battery is not even going to last. I have to switch to my phone. But for now it still works. Well, that header area was a surprise to me as well. Never been there, so yeah, it was nice. I actually planned on hiking another path, but that came across the terrain of a bungalow park, and there was a sign that dogs were not allowed. So I had to find another way, and then I found that heather part. So Texel keeps surprising. That was quite an impression of the island, wasn't it? We've got about 2 kilometers left, from which 1.5 is along the road. So I'm not going to film there because that would be pretty boring. It turned out that this hike had a length of 21.4 kilometers, which is our longest hike ever. So far our longest hike was 19.8 kilometers, which was also here on Texel. It was in March 2019. So today we hiked our longest hike yet, and I'm absolutely proud of Ravi. He did awesome, also with all the other dogs we passed. So we are going to hike for the last 2 kilometers, and I would like to thank you for coming with us on this adventure. This was the first part of my hike around the island challenge, so I hope you liked it, and I hope you will be with us on the next hike as well. For now, I would like to thank you again. Enjoy the outdoors, and we will catch you on the next trail. Goodbye.